Hi everyone. So I wanted to start talking about some of the mechanics of Ascension. And today I was thinking about the whole twin flame reality and how that fits in with Ascension. And so I wanted to talk a little bit about that. So it's only natural that people would have a twin flame experience or a twin flame knowing inside of them because of who we are. Because we're sparks of God, because we are the source energy. And so naturally, we would know what that was like, that moment when God decided that being a wholeness was cool, but now, what is it like to be loved from the outside, to have ecstatic love reflected to you from another being? And so that's how the twin flame experience started, and that's what we're all tapped into. It's how we know about the twin flame. So it's natural that we would have that. So what does it mean for Ascension? So I've talked a lot in the past couple of years about what exactly Ascension is. And that is that we are rising out of separation consciousness into unity consciousness. And separation consciousness is the whole kind of consciousness that makes all of the terrible, atrocious things go on in the world. It's the consciousness that feels so separate that you can just throw trash in the forest or throw trash in the park because, well, it's not my backyard. And it's the consciousness that allows people to just stand by and let our government send missiles to other countries because, you know what? Thankfully, it's not my backyard, right? So we're rising out of that now. We are growing as a species spiritually, and we're rising into oneness and unity consciousness. And in oneness and unity consciousness, where we realize and are aware that we are all part of the same whole, then it'll be possible for us to work in harmony, for us to be in cooperation with each other, and to be working towards the greater good of all beings, not just ourselves. And so that's what we're going through now as a species on this planet. And so it's important that we continue to rise above all ideas of separation. And it's just ironic to me that even as a being intentionally grows and rises in their own path and becomes aware and grows in this consciousness of oneness, there are still so many beings so focused outside of themselves, looking for that twin flame. And sometimes not always just the twin flame, but someone to connect with, someone to be a god or a goddess, to show us that there are things that are bigger than us and more grand than us. Someone to embody the higher spirit for us. These things are still going on because we are still in separation consciousness and outside of ourselves. It's not that you won't ever meet somebody and really connect to them or have, a multitude of beautiful experiences, because there are a lot of beautiful experiences to be had on this planet. But there's a way that we are focused on our wholeness and not in this separation of looking outside of oneself for anything at all. So here's the deal. If you're not willing to be aware of this difference between separation consciousness and unity consciousness, And you continue to be willing to put your energy outside of yourself, looking for someone or something or some energy to make you feel fulfilled or to make you feel whole, then you are giving your energy away. That's just the way it is. That's just the way it is on planet Earth. Nobody can take your energy, but if you're willing to give it away, then for sure there's going to be people that are willing to take it from you. So when we are outside of ourselves in this desiring is when we become vulnerable to having our energies just taken and then used. So maybe now you can start to understand why the sages talk about tempering desire, because it's an energy that is still outside of yourself. That is, if you're seeking, if you're really putting focus and going outside of yourself to find fulfillment or happiness or oneness or whatever it is. So that's the wisdom in bringing your energy back to yourself. The wisdom in moving forward as a sovereign creative being and creating the world that you want for yourself and for others. This is the wisdom in pulling your energy back from the whole searching for twin flame, because it takes the focus off of what we've come to do, come to rise into unity consciousness. Thanks, you guys, for being present. I love you.